Jumping right on in here. So let me go ahead and log into all my bits and bobs. Oh God, it's been a minute. Let's get everything together. And get logged in. Okay, next. And then also, don't mind me, I am just pulling together some bits and bobs. I think I'm gonna want to turn off generation structures, do a custom thing. Seems pretty good. And get that set. Get everything set up. Get on Twitch as well, just to make sure. Turn off my lighting mod. Oh my God, all the bebs.
We kind of like butchered them a little bit, so I feel.
Log in. Gonna have to go and also close my door. Come on, thing. There we are, there we are. And texting me around the bits. Hold on, I'm going to go close door. Good morning. Hi, Kevin. You're all cuddled up. Hello. You see Char probably in there laying on top of someone. Ah, yes, he's laying on top of his sister, as you should. You look very regal this morning, honey. All right. I have not streamed in a minute, so it's funny to kind of be back on here. Oh, hey, Rubric. Good to see you. I'm just putting in all of my info to make sure I have everything up that I want to do. I'm really excited for Minecraft Live. And also, hopefully I get enough supplies and stuff to get to make a Halloween float. Alrighty. Why am I like half watching Dota? I don't know why Dota came up for me. I don't really watch Dota. Oh, that's cute. Okay. Let me. Oh, there's Iskall also playing something right now, so that's pretty nice. Okay, we have that up. We have all of this cute stuff up. Oof, loud. Just wanted to play some songs as well, and have this up. Rubric, how are you doing today? It's been a minute. I know you jump on the server occasionally, but I haven't been on the server in a second. So my main plan here, just to start off, I'll bring this down a little bit, is I want to think about how this float is going to work. So it's probably going to take 45 minutes to an hour. What's the plot length? So the plot length is 30 by 18. So we'll start with that. How about that? There's a donkey over there. So many donkeys. Right, well, I'm going to start with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we'll do like a 9 because I think that's what's going to end up happening. So it's a plot length of 30 set by Joe. So 31. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm pulling this up from the chat to make sure that I am doing the right things here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Go away. Okay. So this is kind of the feel, it seems. Just good to get everything together here. And I wanted to just kind of see what this looked like. Now the other thing I want to do is see how this will aesthetically fit in the server. So let me go ahead and save this and go check out the server for a sec. I'm gonna also just turn off chat because I'm kind of joining out of the blue. I'm gonna say hi. Turning off. Won't paying attention to chat, FYI. Oh, and Superstone's on too. Oh, and Sammy. Okay, everybody early. Well, I think it'll be okay to just turn it off. Options. May not be paying attention to chat for a bit. Well, FYI, y'all. But also, good morn. Happy Minecraft Live and Halloween times. Oh no, just the sound of me going over and over again. All right. Now then, I've said my happy things. I'm going to hide chat so that I'm not bothering anyone and just check that everything's good here. I think I have these because I was doing some stuff here. And I have my equine supplies. So let's go and check on the Uncanny Road because I want to see what it looks like. Oh, I have my old skin on too. I didn't make a Halloween skin either. Damn, I got lots to do. Lots and lots to do. What's going on here? Okay. Just making sure everything is fine. Putting that in there. And putting that away. So. Oh, I should probably actually grab some rockets because I'm probably going to be running around a bunch. Doing all of the bits. Kind of early for me today. It's like almost 10. But I usually don't stream this early. So my voice is just kind of like a little husky. A little interesting. Oh dear. Let me try and remember where the Uncanny Road is. Let me go hang out with these horses for a second. Hi, horses. I'm going to check where the... Oh. Let me check where the Uncanny Road is again. It's going to be at Uncanny. Uncanny is a ways away. Where are you? Untitled Reverie Uncanny. 1275. 1275. 499. 1275, 499. And where are we at right now? We're at negative. So first of all, it's going to be in the other tunnel. So we gonna go over here. 1275. Oh, there's Superstone. Hi, Superstone. Potato, fish, and okay. So if it's 12, it's actually probably around Horse Stables and Overworld. It's actually probably around here, and then we go not negative but positive. Okay, Uncanny Road maybe here by Pink Distortion's place. This is difficult. I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna get out of Pink's and then go from there. Oh, this is not horse safe. Oh no! when you find something that's not horse safe. I'll mark this later. I'll mark this later. I will mark this later. That is a promise. Oh. Okay, this is cute out here. Alright, so we want to go this way. And off we go. Oh, this is Mindsign's little thing, and then this is President Kang's road. Right? Is Uncanny this road? Oh my god, excuse me. Wow, it's getting more and more. Okay, so this is the road that we're gonna be on. Wow, I'm getting gravelier and gravelier. It's fine. It's fine. This is the road we're gonna be on. God, these are so pretty here. Wow. They've really done some really great decorating and stuff. And then of course the big amethyst dome thing up here. And their roads are just beautiful. So I just wanted to kind of keep this in mind. So wow, somebody's gonna get to build right here. That's a great build spot. Ghost. Spoopy ghosty. So it seems like it'll probably either start here or end here. I think it's gonna end over here. Because this area, yeah, it's by Mindsign's area, and this ends up in this. Oh, that's kind of cool, because then they could go this way, and then this ends over here, and that would make sense because then they'll go around here and kind of do a little loop to loop. Like the spoopy peppies. Hello, horse, and the pink sheps. I'm very excited. Okay, this seems great. All right, so it is roughly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, I mean, they have a pretty wide road, but I'm guessing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So maybe loop around kind of thing. And then we'll go, what's this? If we're standing right here, this is 1240, let's say. And then 1275. 1240 and 1275. I mean, we do want a little bit of space in between them, so I think that would make sense. Okay. So we don't want to maybe encroach upon this side. So maybe we do want to be more, we don't want anything hanging off the sides. Hanging off the front and back is a little bit better, but nothing hanging off the sides. Okay, that's good to know. So I'm gonna go and hang out up here and log out up here. And oh, there's a Spidey. I want to hang out on the Spidey. Hello, Spider. Hello. Is this Stellar? Is this Stellar Spider? Okay, this looks good. Oh. Hi. Wait, I want to say hi. Oh, let's press. Yeah, I came to check out the digs. Don't mind me. I'm sorry. I wasn't meaning to. Let me turn on chat real quick. Can I see old chat when I do that? Oh, that's nice. All right. See y'all later. Okay. So now that I've got kind of a good idea of what I want here, I'm pretty confident in my ability to... I should have taken a schematic of the road, right? And then put it right here. It's actually a good idea. So why don't I do that real quick, actually? Let me go back. Stop them walking places. I'm gonna take right here. Let me, options, how do I take a schematic again? This is Tweakaroo. I don't want Tweakaroo. I want H. H. Is that what I wanted? S for schematics? Hermit craft for schematics? There it is. Many HUD configs? No. Z? Alt Z? Alt Z. Oh no, that's my other streaming controls. Remember how to map. There we go. Okay. Configuration menu. I want to do schematic manager and I want to make a schematic. So if I'm doing that, I'm gonna area selection. Okay. Area selection browser. New selection. Road. Uncanny road. Figure. What's it looking like right now? Is it just, it's just this right now. Sorry, area selection, configure. So manual origin. So configure this. All right, I want to do a corner. Let me move to a corner. So this is right here. Let's go right here. So this will be a corner. Okay. And then I'm gonna put it over here. That's the next one. Area editor, move to player. Okay. This is pretty decent. Oh, hello. It's lovely to see you today, friend. How I want it to go down a little bit. So maybe like down. Editor, configure. Let's take. Let's do that. So, this seems like a pretty good area. I've gotten all of this. I think that's good. I guess I could make it a little wider. So instead, maybe like here. So keeping in mind like the edges of the road. Configure. Oops. Area browser. Config. We're gonna go. I think this is there. Yeah. Okay, and we'll do it on an end portal block in the middle of the overworld. That's not chill. That seems very much like somebody I know. Okay, move to player. All right, and then let's do that. Okay, So I think that covers everything. This looks good to me. All right, so now that that's good, let me look at the area selection browser. We're gonna, I think that this is good. We're gonna go ahead and save this. Uncanny Road. And save. All right. Schematic saved as Uncanny Road. Did it actually save? It did. Okay. So I guess I'm going to die. That's not good. Yeah. Oh. Oh. All right. Good morning, Kindles. Well, some stuff happened, and I guess Stone is dead now. I guess that's chill. All right, so I made my schematic. I wanted to go stand on top of Stellar. Oh, I made it. I'm gonna go stand on top of Stellar and log off. Well, hopefully everything will be fine. Are you gonna be participating in the Halloween float building, Kindles? I was thinking about kind of participating in it last minute, so I was going to try and pull everything together. I'm excited. Cool. That'll be really exciting. All right, I want to move my schematic in here. Maybe I'll ignore that part. Maybe I'll just put it over here somewhere. Can you just load? Actually, just put it down. That would kind of be nice. Well, it's a little high. I could just move it down a little bit. Okay, yeah, because everything here. Oh yeah, this is fine. All right, let's move it down. 2? Yeah. A tractor pulling a wagon. That sounds pretty cool. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I think I was just gonna mess around a little bit and see how I liked it. Oh, shoot. Need to remove that one. Figure this and put it down a little. Oh, that went up. There we go. There we go. That feels a little bit better. Let me just turn on easy place real quick. How do I do that again? U? Yeah. Game rule, Damo spawning, false. Oh. Yeah, I should probably do that. You're right. Let me do that real quick. Once I finish placing some of this. So, / game rule. Do mob spawning. Oh, do mo. False. Thank you. That helps quite a bit. Now I can murder all these. Let me just do / kill. Kill mobs. I'll kill myself too. That sounds fun. Seems chill. Oh god, the whole thing filling up with the easy mode placement. It'll go away after time. Okay, everything looks good here. Kill that. It was fun though to just get rid of me. I don't know. Maybe very silly, but fun. Oh, you guys aren't even dead. Oh, so that's why. Kill at E. Type. Can I just do at E? Oh, that kills me too. I fell out of the world. You guys are still alive. Okay, so I have to do slash kill at E type equals slime. Okay. That's a bit more, why are you guys still alive? Guys, stop it. Stop it. No more of that. No more of that. Alright, anyway. I learned. I'm learning. I'll grab all of this. Looks good. And just place all of the bits. And that way we have a reference. It's so cute when it gets placed. Oh. So I guess my feeling here is, well, I want a lot of light in my build, I think. I wanted to maybe include some cats, maybe. I don't know. I thought it would be maybe to go for something that's spooky, but like still very cutesy. Maybe witchy? Maybe witchy. That might be fun. Something witchy. Or, Halloween. Could also do something a little Jack Skellington-esque. I think that would be okay too. Maybe like, let's see, maybe something similar to what I've done in the past. So sometimes I make like Halloween themed builds just by myself in single player worlds, but they were all on my old computer, so I don't have those files anymore. Get a bunch of villagers and hit them with lightning. I mean, that's one way of doing it, though. I don't think we're having a storm before. So I gotta work with the materials that I have. I think having Halloween skin would be good too. Or maybe even making something semi-themed Kiki's Delivery Service. I think that would be kind of cute. Because I know there is a Kiki's Delivery Service. There was one on the server at some point, so I think that would be kind of cute. So kind of like making Kiki and her black cat and them just flying. That would be really, really adorable. So like, I mean, that's the cool thing about making stuff in Minecraft is you can make it float too. Alright, so now if I turn off the schematic, let's turn the placement off. Okay, yeah. Looks good. Awesome. So my area is gonna be something like let me put glass. I think that's what I want right now. There's some glass. Do something like that. Yeah, I would really like to do maybe a Kiki's Delivery Service one. I think that would be really fun, and also the little dress and stuff. And there's lots of little things from Kiki's Delivery Service that I really like. So I don't know. I think that would be super fun and also very Ghibli. And I don't know if anyone else is doing it. I don't want to like copy anyone else's idea, obviously. So I'll try to make it fairly unique. I think that would be good. Let me just time set or hang on. Game rule. Do daylight cycle. Oops. Game rule do daylight cycle false. And then I'll slash set. I'll do set day or something. Or we can just be perpetually in a sunset. I kind of like that, honestly. Oh, time set. You're right. Okay. It was cool while it lasted. Okay, let me also just kind of put a little more of a barricade in between here. Just so I feel like I'm not intruding on anyone. I kind of, you know, like, basically from what I could tell, we don't have like this entire road. We've got only half of it because the idea is that it's kind of looped around. At least that's what I'm guessing from the way that it's laid out, and also from the measurements that we have in chat. Bit gory, IDK what other people are doing. Yeah, that makes sense. I think that's gonna be super fun though. Like, gory stuff's super fun too. Like, you do the gory stuff, I'll do the cutesy stuff, because I can't do gory. I was watching this anime yesterday, Horimiya, which I really love, and I've watched it like 10 times or something. And probably not 10. Maybe this is probably the 4th time. I love it a lot. The romance in it is so cute and everything. And it reminds me of myself in a lot of ways, like both of the characters do. Even though it's not gay, though, you know, you don't really get a lot of good rep when it comes to gay stuff in anime. It's not going to happen for a while, probably. So the kind of thing that I wanted to do with that, I guess this doesn't have to be here because it can go a little over, but not too over. The thing with that is that one of the main characters is super into horror movies, and one of the other ones, the one that they're dating, is like so not into it, but like watches it for them. And I'm like, oh, I like actually get scared by the silly scary movies that they're watching in the show, even though the show is literally just very cutesy. And I'm like, I am a wimp. I am a baby. I am a child. I cannot help being a child. All right, so if I want to think about this, let me think about Kiki's delivery service. Let me pull up some references. Kiki's delivery service. Oh, the characters in this are so cute. Okay, images. Let me see if I can close that. And also pull this up for y'all as well. Window capture? Yeah. So I'm looking through here, just at some of the pictures and things. Obviously her little dress and stuff, and I guess I would kind of think of it as a float, if anything, like her on her broom and all that good stuff, and then her with her cat. Oh, we do? Both sides of the road? Okay. Well, maybe I'll put her in the middle then, or something like that. That's a cute drawing. Something like this. Oh, look at that cutie. Did you know, I don't know if y'all have watched the Japanese version of Kiki's Delivery Service, but the English version actually changes some of the story actually fairly significantly. And I didn't know this until I watched like a video on it and stuff like that. But I always watch Ghibli films in English because I've watched them from a pretty young age. Oh, this is super cute. Look at that. That one's so cute. Okay, so I want to kind of get an idea of her color here too. Okay. And then kind of holding on to things with her little bag and everything that comes with it. The thing is that at the end of Kiki's Delivery Service, spoilers for Kiki's Delivery Service, by the way. Sorry. Let me put up. I would. How would I even say that? But basically, at the end of it, when she's regaining everything that she had lost, the cat comes over to hang out with her, and she has her magic powers again, right? And she's like ready to do things and figure stuff out. And in the English version, the cat comes over and goes, "You did it, you did it," and is like super excited. But in the Japanese version, the cat doesn't say anything. Like, says nothing. Like, cat comes over and she like tries to communicate with it and nothing happens. And that's freaking wild. That's a big change for a film like this. Like, I don't know. That's kind of a big deal. And I was like, holy crap. Because that really means that, like, although she got her magic bag, she didn't get her ability to talk with her cat back, which arguably to me is a very important thing, and then kind of signifies a lot of growing up things, and that sucks, like losing childhood and stuff. I don't know. That was like a whole. I was just amazed by that. I was overwhelmed by that when I learned about it, and I was like, oh my god, how could you do that to her? She can't talk to Kitty anymore. Riding over water might be nice. Millennial artists. Anyway, spoilers over. I won't talk about it anymore because it's just like a lot. Everything looks pretty decent. Maybe something like combined Kiki's delivery service. Her little dress is so cute. So if we do that instead, let's go ahead and turn off the window capture. Do that instead. So how would we want to do it? I don't mind weather. That'll be fine. Well, thinking about this in a way that isn't me being a horrible person, I think like this. Probably using like some sort of block for the broom. Let's say we're doing like full length broom. I'm working with dirt in a creative world. What am I doing? It's fine. It's fine. Stylistic preferences, honestly. Do like this. And then up a bit like here. So her witch's broom would be kind of like that, and then textured a bit, and you know, like have like the probably use like some wheat blocks and stuff, because I have a lot of wheat blocks from lag and things, and have it like this. And I could do like a different take on it. Might be nice. Honestly, I wish I had made like map art and stuff like that for it. That would be cool, but I don't know if I would have been able to put that much effort in. Let's be real. I've been so busy. So something like that, where it's, you know, more rounded, and then have her sitting. We'll probably have this more at an angle at some point. Have her sitting like on it. Maybe like here, sitting, oops. I don't know. Crafting in Minecraft. That's what I just wanted to say for some reason. Trying to make something in Minecraft that feels really wonderful and really unique is sometimes very difficult. So this is me thinking about like her butt sitting here, and her legs dangling off like here, like, I don't know, and something like that, and then like I don't know, I'd probably end up crossing her legs a little bit, like that. This is pretty rough, Des. This is pretty rough. That part is a lot of effort, yeah. I mean, here she's just kind of got her legs crossed is my feel. Okay. So, like, is this too much torso? Kind of looks like an umbrella. Okay. Also, she's a kid, so I don't have to worry about, like, shaping her body too much, you know? Which I guess is a good thing. And then I was just gonna, like, put a... This is so rough. I'm very glad I'm not winging this at the at the thing, because good God. Yeah, I don't think this is going well. Oh my. She looks like a ballerina. Here, have some hair. What am I doing? You know, it's fine. Oh my God. Hey! I'm dying. BRB dying. Just take like copper and do like a bow. A bow! Hey! I mean, honestly though, not that bad. Like, I don't hate it. I mean, the arms are a bit much and I'm not doing this, but it's kind of nice to like be able to visualize something a little bit, you know? Oh my. Oh my. Well, so big pieces, probably not my forte. Should probably stick to something that is a little more my speed, that is not something where I'm creating an entire like art piece, and instead think of it more as I could possibly make it like Kiki's Delivery Service themed, less like directly just Kiki. So think of it a little bit more like, I mean, I don't want to do like what Kindleless was doing, of course. Like, I'm not going to do a tractor pulling a wagon. I think one thing that I would do is maybe do like a float. Okay, so we've got a float, right? Minecraft float. Idealistically here. Minecraft float. Could do a fire truck. Yeah, I could, but... Or even like a haunted house. Then me getting... That's one thing that's very difficult, is if you want to do a haunted house and like have the mobs for it, how much time do you realistically have to pull all of those mobs in? Like, maybe you could have a garage at your base that they always show up in parades. Maybe you could have a garage at your base that does everything, but like, I don't know. Banners probably. Let me look at some inspiration again. Let's see. So instead, if I just directly look at like Halloween floats. Parade. Let's say a Halloween parade. Okay, we got all these lovely people. They're all running around. We got kids trick-or-treating looking real cute. We got people doing like village things and scaly things and pumpkins. And I mean, I do want to include pumpkins. Oh, they got like a Ghostbusters theme here. That's kind of cute. Masquerades and scary clowns and cute animals, bebas in little outfits. Where's Waldo playing a saxophone? Honestly, a vibe. These are mostly parades things, so let's see if we have some like float ideas. Stranger Things. Funny thing, I have not seen anything from Stranger. Like I don't know about Stranger Things. Oh, cute. So these guys did like a cemetery. These guys did like a little like thing there. We got like different themes. Haunted house. Wow, look at all these creative things. Oh no. Oh, you got Jack Skellington, you got like dragons and cool things like that. Ooh, look at all these like really fancy floats. That's cute. Oh, a little mushroom village. Oh, because it's another Jack Skellington thing. This guy's got like a spoopy boat. Happy Halloween, Witchy World of Oz. Wow, okay. Pumping the competition, Jesus. And eyes. Wow. Oh, wow. Those are some cool floats. So let me think about it. I don't want to look too hard into it, you know? Let's see. This woman from Heather's all grown up. Oh. That sounds nice. If we got something here. So do like boats. If I wanted to do it themed after something, what do I like that's scaly? I do like, well, I like Kiki's Delivery Service, so it's not quite classified as a Halloween movie. It's just more witchy. I guess witchy. I hate things that are asylum themed because honestly, I think that asylums are are not chill. They're very much not chill. I almost think Demon Slayer. That's what I was thinking for a second. Like do like a Demon Slayer train, like the Mugen train. Maybe that's too nerdy. I mean, trains are always spoopy to me. Or like a cute little corn maze. I actually do like the idea of like a maze. That might be really cool. And then just decorate the outside. Ooh, okay. Because that's very much like my old hometown. We would have all these like mazes and, you know, your pumpkin patch and stuff like that. And a mini like maze. Oh, you're building a maze. Oh, okay. Well, good to know. I mean, pumpkin patches and things like that. Also apples and apple trees and things like that. Kind of reminds me of that. Also donuts, for some reason, that always reminds me of it. So there was like this place where I grew up, it was called Spicer's Orchard, and we would all go there over Halloween times and have cider and donuts. Yeah, no, definitely. It's okay. No, I appreciate you mentioning it because I don't want to copy you or anything like that. It'd be kind of rude. I'd feel bad. I'm sure that everybody else, that's a very common idea too. I'm trying to think what I could take on it too. Like how I could take that on it. Because for me, like, I think about it as like a little kid and I don't know. Ooh. What about? think for a second. Got my lag skin on today because I forgot about it last time. What about Nether's pretty spooky. Nether is pretty spooky. Does remind me of my hometown though, thinking about that. Thinking about people and I mean court maze. The thing is I never actually did the court maze. Because I was scared. Because I was afraid. Instead I just ate donuts. Hello, Tommy. It is early. Yeah, I got on before Minecraft Live, and I'm also planning for the Halloween like float contest that Joe has in a little while. Oh wait, obligatory flirt. All right, Tommy. All right, Tommy. I guess another thing would be to do like a slime monster kind of deal. Like a little sewer rat. Like Tommy. Tommy's a sewer rat, right? Huh? The monster from the Blob. I'm scared of the Blob. This is the problem. I'm scared of everything. Or the Mummy. I'm scared of the Mummy. I watched the Mummy when I was like 5 or something, and I was so scared. Of course, my family was laughing because apparently the Mummy is supposed to be funny, but I was afraid. Coming for my blood, doing me dirty. Oh yeah, baby, I do you dirty. Oh dear. Okay. Okay, it's too early in the morning for this. It's a bit much. Oh no. I mean, Mine Zines has that beautiful haunted house nearby too. That's always kind of cool. Sewer rat is a compliment. It's true, yes. If maybe we could do something. I mean, witches are cute. Oh gosh, what do I think is like scary? Not scary in Minecraft. Giant holes into an abyss are scary. Probably shouldn't be doing that in the middle of Uncanny Road. Make a jump scare. That draws a line. I can't, like, that's the reason why I can't handle scary things, is jump scares. No. That is a cool idea, Tommy. Do it yourself. I cannot. I cannot. As fear. I have so much fear. Or just make something that's all about fear. Honestly, Acacia's the best ever. If I did something... So... I don't know, whenever I do Halloween... Okay, so what I did for Halloween most years was I would do a combination costume because I was that bitch. So I would do something like... I couldn't just be a vampire. I had to be a vampire werewolf. I couldn't just be a werewolf. I had to be a werewolf cat hybrid. Like, I had to do all of those things, right? I want to make something about fear. Build a wither with skulls first so it doesn't spawn. Oh yeah. Oh my god. That is fear. You know, like, kind of pulling all of that stuff together. The other thing I could do... I don't know why, but now I just want to make a bee float. I just want to make a bee float. Little bee eating a donut. Little, like... little like antenna, but it has like pumpkins on the end, and it's like a little bee, lag theme, like that way. I don't know. Now I just want to do that. I don't know. Let me think. I mean, bees are easy enough to bring places too, and fear of bees. I don't know why bees remind me of Halloween. Float that asks Joe to destroy your float. Rude. Honestly rude. I mean, my last float thing, I had a wedding on a float. And then it was a gay wedding because we had a pride float competition, right? I had a cute gay wedding, a poly gay wedding on a float. What if I just had a poly gay wedding, but it was spoopy? As in my own float. God damn it, Tommy. Poly themed wedding, but spoopy. Weddings are scary. You put the kid on a float. Honestly, fear. Honestly, fear. Fear? Commitment has a lot of fear associated to it. I'm not saying your wedding or that sort of stuff had fear to it. Although, it would be pretty nice to make a cauldron. Oh, why don't I make a cauldron? Wow, this is going real well. If I made a cauldron and then it had a bunch of random bits and bobs in it, that might be kind of fun. Like a big cauldron that had a bunch of bits and bobs, and maybe had a leak out the bottom and it had some like slime coming out of it, you know? Joe Soup. Oh, that's why we flirt and haven't gone on a Minecraft date. Yeah, it's because I'm afraid of commitment. That might be kind of interesting. And then, I mean, that'd be kind of Hamlet, I think it is. That would be kind of the feel, Hamlet feel. I don't know why I thought I was supposed to be in here. Decorations. Let's see. Let's first of all, let's look for a cauldron. Because hello cauldron. Hi cauldron. Look at you, you beautiful, beautiful thing. I do love how cauldrons look. It's kind of silly, but I do love them. And my witch could be a bee. Cauldron of cauldrons. It'd be a bit much. It'd be a tad much. And also I can make a circular cauldron too. Like a little more circular than these guys are. Witch steel. Hexagonal. I think I'm liking this cauldron idea. Something cauldron-esque. Little slime falling out of it. Spooky monsters nearby. Surrounding the cauldron. Okay. And so if I did that, I would probably have it on a float that was made of I just typed ew. That was made of slime. That's probably what I would do. At least that's my idea. So we get some wheels. Actually, maybe like that. Kind of that style of wheel rather than the big style. And then put like a... Well, I can't put anything right there, but we could just have that style of wheel. Oops. You know, some of this would be a good idea if I just like didn't make it so difficult to design things. So what if I did something like that, like that? So 6 wide wheel, or wow, a 6 wide wheel. A wheel like that. Up we go. And like that and like that. So I'd have like several of these kinds of wheels. Obviously maybe not designed this way, but it's this shape, right? And then what I could do is do something like that for the spokes. So that would be spokes. How are we doing here? Okay, odd number. That's pretty good. Odd numbers are good. And then we'd have more spokes. Just using this kind of as an idea of like how I would want this to go. Right? So I like that. So something like that supporting it, and then what would happen is we'd have maybe like some trapdoors on the bottom, like acacia trapdoors. What the heck is this? Is cool already. Yeah, I like it. So acacia trapdoors on the bottom, and then a slime base, because I want to think of it as like this person's been cooking up stuff for a very long time, right? And it's overflowed several times and done a bunch of random stuff. And then we'd probably have something like, probably wouldn't all be this. I would probably mix it in with, I hope you got enough slime. Oh yeah, we have a slime farm at Lag, so I'm not really worried. So we'd have something like this, but I'd probably mix it in with like, a little bit of warped nylium, because this is like the spookiest, like this top texture is like the spookiest texture I can think of, and like warped bits and bobs too. Something like that, and we could have. See, now what's going on here is that these wheels have taken up a big chunk of my building space. Because it is supposed to be 9 by 30. 45 minutes is what I heard. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what I posted in there a while back. So, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I think about it as I can use this space over here as well. If I think about it this way, I can move my wheel over, because I'm not going to use the entire, I'm not going to use my entire space. It's more like, where do my wheels go? So if I do that, like that, yeah. And then I can put, like along here I'll have all the spokes and stuff. Spooky spokes. I'm in trouble if it's only 45 minutes. Yeah. I was hoping it's going to be an hour this time, because good God, it would be very difficult otherwise. Like that. Here's my rough spooky spokes. Oh, I need my rough spooky spokes to go back a little bit. Then it doesn't give me like the odd bits, you know? So, that's fine. That's fine. I can work with it. Just means we double up on some stuff. Okay, and we do that. So then it gives us like 6 on top to deal with. So I think that's pretty good, like having 6 schematic and easy place. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was gonna do. Possibly. It depends on how much of this I get done. Because I think I do want to leave a little bit of creativity for when I'm making it. Just to like come up with the ideas and everything that goes with that. So we do this. We probably have like cool little banners on the sides, because that's like float-esque to me, like having banners like right here, right along here. Let's see. So every time I think about this banner, just do black ones for now. Something like that. Oh, maybe not like that. There we go. Something like that, maybe. Maybe different colors, obviously. Okay, let's think about how big this is going to be. Right? So if I start it here, and max it's going to be is 30, right? So this is, if this is my absolute, this is my absolute right here, right? We've got 100 right here. So we want to go down to we want to go down to 70 right here. Okay, so like there is where my wheels would be. And we'd also check that. Good. Try not to use too much like redstone-y things when I'm making this so that I'm not lifting up these trapdoors or messing with them at all. Seems good. Okay. Schematic and easy place is the best. So something like this. Bringing across. So that would mean that my base 18 times 30 total size. So here's the thing. I thought it was 9 by 30. Because that's what the chat had said. So when I looked at, so if I go to the Halloween thing, Halloween party, right? From Hot Nudge, Chip In. Plot length of 30. Joe mentioned 30 by 18 for plots. Oh, 18. I saw 8 for some reason. Oh my god. 18 by 30. That's much easier. This started to look a little lonk. A little bit lonk. Okay, that makes me feel a lot better because I was doing it based on 8 by 30, which is maybe a little ridiculous. I don't know. It might be based on your standard, Tommy. You are the standard for everything, Tommy. Okay, if we're doing it that way, I'm glad I actually imported all of this in. And this is, you know, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh. That's 16. So, or did I miscount? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so including kind of the sides, I guess. Okay. Trendsetter. When Tommy be your trendsetter and you confused. All right, let's do that. A lot of acacia wood is what I'll probably want to use for this, or it might depend on what I can find. Because then, yeah, I'll be resource gathering during Minecraft Live probably. I'm bringing all that stuff up. People are like, wow, Tommy, okay. Okay, so at this point, yeah, it gets a lot larger here, and I feel like that's okay. So maybe what I can do instead is bring this in a little bit, because that feels a little bit easier. Like so. Valid, I can dream. It is valid. I would never declare you not valid, Tommy. There we go. Okay. So then what would happen, I'm gonna leave this wheel here because it looks cool, is we'd have it like that. If we're taking from here, so this is exactly 30 across. I think at that point, or not 30 across, but you know, whatever the hell it is. we would have a base of, boop. Let me see. We'd have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Well, 12. 10 to 12. Invalidating me is a hate crime. Yes, this is true. Invalidating you is actually homophobic and transphobic. So let's see here. Okay, so we have all of this area to work with, which I don't want to make it square per se, but I want to make it a little more or less a little shorter. So if I'm thinking of this in proportions, we have, once again, counting is hard, 12. It's not 12 by 12. Why am I thinking 12 by 9? That's paper. That's paper. Double hate crime. I mean, we don't want more than 12 by 24, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, something like that. Something like around there. Something like around there is like my max, right? Roughly. Yeah, it'd probably be good if I knew how to actually use creative tools, but I don't. So I mostly build things in survival, so it's kind of weird for me to actually build in creative. This is like the max size I would go for. And I think that would make sense. I think it'll end up being a little shorter, but that's fine. This leaves room for stuff. Obviously, I don't think it's actually going to be all this slime, but I'm using this as a base because I want to think about it as like I probably have some like green and stuff. If I want to use a different color down below, maybe, I'm not sure how I would do that. Then I got to think about what I would use for that's not the right ore I was looking for. How I would size up a cauldron, right? So if we look at this cauldron, that's like 3/4. Okay, so this is like a fourth, right? And depending on how big I want this cauldron, let's say I want this cauldron to be, so we've got a 12 by, we've got like a 12, 13, 14, 15, counting is hard. Why did I do this? Just do it this way. Like there. So that's the base of what we're working on. That's the length. And the width is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay? It's cute music. Big rough, big rough. So the max I could do is probably like a 10 by 10, which I think would be kind of valid. So doing a 10 by 10, I kind of want to do an 8 by 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think an 8 by 8 would be good, right? So thinking of it this way, if it's 8 by 8, we could do like that. right? Because that's 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Right? 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. So that's feeling pretty decent, right? Okay, so that that looks good. And then thinking about how this is organized a little bit more. 10 by 10 by 10, or really an 8 by 8 by 8. This part down here is not, this maybe like a 6th, if anything. It's not 4th. Is it? Is it a 4th? I mean, it could, I don't think so. I think it's a little less than a 4th. So what we'd end up probably doing is something like this, and then taking half slabs. Excuse me. Taking half slabs and kind of doing like that. Right? This is if I want an exact replica. But honestly, an exact replica is kind of cool. For Mardi Gras and oh, okay. Sorry, I just saw that the regulations that New Orleans has for their floats. That makes more sense. Okay, yeah. See, that looks pretty nice. I like that. And then what would end up happening is, I mean, here's the thing with this, right? Obviously, that corner is like 1 block, right? That's the feel for me anyway. This is 1. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, it's hard with this. Oops. 2, 3, 4. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Let's make sure that that feels. Oh, that's not gonna work, right? No, maybe. Oh, that is gonna work. Okay. Just scream. Okay. Like so. And like so. Okay. That's a big cauldron. And then taking, you know, filling in these walls a bit and doing all the bits like that. Then what would we put in here? What would we put in here? I almost want to put like the glass effect in here, you know, like the, but that's not quite what we want to do, right? We want like bubbles and bits and bobs, and I do kind of like the idea of having this be a Minecraft cauldron, because it looks kind of interesting. But also the idea that we could make it a little more interesting is always kind of appealing, you know? It's always kind of appealing. Oops, wrong one. There, and then what you do is you'd probably put like a little, like a fence gate, or not a fence gate, a fence there, or a wall, you know, like a wall like that. Give you like a good indentation there. and it would feel decent. Where it still feels like this is like supporting it, but it's just a little different, you know? And then kind of instead of this, even rounding it out more. Then maybe what we would do, I guess maybe I would probably borrow from Toxic's stash of heads and probably put a couple of heads in there. Just the way you are. Pop them in here and have them looking up, maybe? Or have me be in here too. So cauldron. Lectern and the full cauldron is a feel. Is a feel. So we'd have a cauldron. We'd have a very large. Excuse me. Ooh. Actually, that might be interesting. So what we'd have is we'd have like this cauldron, and then we'd have a bunch of. Basically, we'd have it kind of showing off this front area, but then we'd have like steps up to put things in the cauldron. Also, I need to turn off easy place. So people be coming up to throw things in the cauldron, and then what we could do is have like various ghouls and gobs throwing things into the cauldron. And what things would go in there? I think I would have, I don't know, probably just a big mixture of things. Big mixture. And I kind of want there to be a leak at the back. Or, yeah, it'd just be the slime. Ah! It would just be slime coming out the back. Just like behind me. Just a bunch of slime coming out and all the things that happen with that. So, kind of creating a mixture, a spoopy mixture of things. I think that's my idea. Oh, excuse me. I think that's my idea for today. I think that's what I'm going with. Spooky cauldron. Filling it with random bits. What random bits? We could have bats and... I mean, it's really hard to capture a bat, though. Could have... pumpkins and... excuse me. Jack-o'-lanterns and melons and random green things and warped wort and crimson nylium and all of the bits that come with that. And kind of think of it in a story-like mode as if the nether creatures wanted to come out. And they were making a scary potion for some sort of menacing topic. What would end up happening here is we'd have this right here, and then what we do actually is we'd have this here, but we'd have a way in at the bottom where you can come in here, and then in here would be like, I don't know, like something on a miniature scale where we'd have like a little... Okay, I feel like I've got ideas. I've got good feels. I think I can make do with what I've got. Obviously, I won't be using this with a schematic. But that feels good. That feels good. Good. Can you use these kind of blocks? I know where to get these. And think of it in a survival-y sense. The spooky wheels are very nice. Spooky spokes will be very nice. I do want to think about what my base block would be for the spooky spokes, though. Do I want... I think I would end up using... Not this. I think I would end up using, like... this. Nether brick. We do have a lot of this lag. So we can use nether brick. Nether brick and acacia. Nether brick and acacia. Nether brick and acacia. I don't hate it. Would it be better to match our spooky spokes with a different fence gate? Like a dark? I kind of want them to be a bright, to be honest. Spooky spokes. Okay. All right. I think I'm gonna leave this here and brainstorm a little bit on the server offline, just while we're watching Minecraft Live, as well as go and get myself some coffee and some breakfast and some good bits. So thank y'all for hanging out with me. I think I know what I'm doing now. Maybe it's silly that I pulled it together all last minute, but it's always fun to do that, so. Oh, excuse me. Let's see if there's anyone to raid besides the Minecraft Live guys. I don't think they're on yet, and plus I don't think...
Name, oh.
I guess we can run over to Raiseworks. Minecraft Live event discussion with viewers. I mean, relevant. Alright, I'm gonna run over there, so I will do a... Go ahead and pause my music for now. Hello music, please pause. And thanks for hanging out with me. What do we say? You can just say does raid. I'm good with that. Does raid is good. It work. Everyone's getting all ready for them Allay and Copper Golem things, and I'm very excited. Because either one I think will be really cool. Raiseworks. Alright, see y'all. Let me go ahead and click the raid. And we'll run over there. Okay, here we go. Bye.